Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with just Mark today. As Sarah is off and Pam's at her BNI meeting, we're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Give us a listen at lydiamediallc.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com. Today's show is brought to you by UPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, serving residential and commercial customers with new installations and repairs. Call today and schedule your oil and gas boiler cleanings at 754-4556. UPI, the best plumbers around. And by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 6 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com. And remember, the party starts at Ruper's. My guests today, a couple of forwards from our Maine Nordiques. Number 34 in your program, Shane Kozlina, and number 22, Connor McNaughton. Good morning/afternoon, guys. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having us.
How are you?
That may have sounded confusing, but we record in the morning and we release it in the afternoon, so both apply. Awesome. You guys are like, where am I right now? Morning, afternoon, what a time warp. We're going to talk to Shane and Connor all about the Nordiques and a whole lot more coming up in just a bit. But right now, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, November the 20th. The Sun-Journal reports that the Auburn City Council supported a series of changes to the Lake Auburn Watershed Ordinance. Updates include expanded buffers for agricultural uses near wetlands, restrictions on fertilizer and pesticides, clear cutting, and more. The Lewiston City Council voted 6-1 in favor of a 12-bed emergency shelter for adults ages 18 to 24. The shelter is located at 436 Main Street. It will be run by New Beginnings and could begin operations this week. A citizen initiative to require photo identification at the polls is gaining traction. Supporters say it will strengthen voter confidence, while critics warn of potential barriers for voters who rely on absentee ballots, such as older adults and people with disabilities. Spot paving will continue on Main Street in Lewiston today. Drivers can expect minor delays and should consider taking alternate routes to allow crews to work safely. And a report from the Maine Office of Tourism showed that the number of tourists visiting Maine this past summer dipped by about 9% compared to last year. Tourist satisfaction remains high, with 94% of visitors saying they will return for a future visit. Today's weather, partly sunny with a high of 54 and a low of 37. Rain tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday with high temps in the mid-40s. In sports, the Bruins fired head coach Jim Montgomery 20 games into his third season. Montgomery posted an 8-9-3 record and will be replaced by assistant coach Joe Sacco on an interim basis. Shane, is that news to you?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, I was surprised by it too, but he seems to have lost the team this year for some reason.
Definitely has, yeah.
Definitely don't seem to be playing up to their potential.
Yeah, that's wild.
The Bruins host the Utah Hockey Club tomorrow night. Jason Tatum's 33 points and 12 rebounds led the Celtics over the previously unbeaten Cleveland Cavaliers, 120-117. Boston will visit the Washington Wizards on Friday night. Bates College men's basketball will host Husson University tonight at 7. The Maine Nordiques visit the New Jersey Titans on Friday and Saturday. The NA3 Nordiques visit the Northeast Generals on Friday afternoon. And your 3-8 Patriots visit the 4-6 Miami Dolphins on Sunday afternoon. That's your news, weather, and sports. Locally owned and locally focused. Lydia Media celebrates the heart of the greater Lewiston-Auburn area through 2 magazines, Uncle Andy's Digest and LA Metro Magazine, and the new Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast. Each production shines a positive light on local businesses, nonprofits, events, and individuals making a difference in our community. Keep your advertising dollars local. Position your business in front of your target audience with Lydia Media. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com. And now we shift focus to our guests in studio, Maine Nordiques, Shane Kozlina, and Connor McNaughton. Connor, since it's your first year with the team, what we'd like to do is for you to tell us how old you were when you first put on a pair of skates, or when someone put them on for you, and give us a little bit of your career leading up to becoming a Nordique.
Awesome, yeah. So I started skating when I was like 4 years old. I grew up in a hockey family. My dad and cousin and uncles played, so it was pretty easy for me to get into it. Being from South Carolina, there's not a lot of hockey there, so I played probably up until I was 12, 13 there. And then I moved to Atlanta, so I was out of the house pretty early. Spent a couple years there, and then the team merged with a team from Nashville. So I played my 15, 16, and first year of 18U hockey there. From that, got a tender from Amarillo in Texas, and spent the last 2 seasons there, and then got traded here this offseason.
How did you receive that news when you were traded?
I just got a text.
Yeah.
Got a text from my coach. It all kind of worked out. It wasn't too bad of a transition. So,
how you like Maine so far?
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm still getting used to the weather. It's a little different being from the South. Not a huge fan of the cold, so hoping I can get through that.
Yeah. I should have mentioned at the top that Connor is from Simpsonville, South Carolina, and Shane is from Cranberry, Pennsylvania. How old were you when you moved to Atlanta?
I was 14, so I was out of the house pretty early. Yeah.
That's quite an adjustment.
Yeah, definitely. So I've been doing the hockey billeting thing since I was pretty young, which Mom wasn't super happy with, but she understands. So
I can imagine it's got to be tough for a parent.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
yeah, that's part of it.
The end result is you're chasing your dream.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And Shane, how about you?
Well, I started very early, like Connor, probably about around 4 or 5 years old. First skates, it was fun, and then I just played in Pittsburgh up until 18U year, and then I came and played for the Maine Nordiques 18U, and then I just transitioned to the Null team, and here I am.
And it's your second year with the Nords?
Second year with the team.
Some unfinished business last year?
Yes.
Right? Can you feel that on the team?
Definitely. Some players want to win it this year. We went to the finals twice, and East finals twice and lost, but we're hoping to turn that around this year.
The final scores throughout the weekend didn't turn out well for you guys against the Northeast Generals Saturday and Sunday, but there was an interesting video that made the rounds on social media.
Yep.
Can you tell us about that?
Definitely. So on Saturday's game, the first game, me and their captain got into a little fight, that caused him to be out for the following game on Sunday. And their team definitely did not like that. So, they decided to stick up for their captain, which is, I got it. But they decided to jump me right off the face-off, which it happens. That's the league we play in. But it's just fun. I knew it was coming. They were talking about it in warm-ups too, and it was pretty fun. But
So pretty much a yard sale on the ice.
Definitely.
That, right?
A lot of people got kicked out. A lot of people have game suspensions. Our team too, their team. A couple players on our team, a couple players on their team. But yeah, definitely an experience. Oh.
Have you ever been involved in anything like that?
Definitely
before?
not something like that. Yeah.
What were you thinking when it all went down?
Well, to start the game, they're one of their defensemen, their bigger defenseman. He lined up next to me for the face-off, and I think to myself, I go, something's not right here, and that's when one of my defensemen jumped in, and to start the draw, I got the puck, just chipped it in, and he just went up to me and just threw his gloves off, and he didn't land a punch, which was good, but definitely wasn't expecting something like that. And then everyone started fighting, a couple fights, a couple players got kicked out, suspensions, definitely.
What did they have for a crowd there?
Not too many people. I don't think it was fans. It was a couple parents, couple schools, and that was it.
Heck of a way to start a game, though.
Yeah.
How did you make out at the end of it? Were you kicked out, or did you get to play?
No, I got to play. I got a 2-minute penalty for, I don't even know, but our team
for attempting to take a face-off.
Yeah, exactly. But our team got a 5-minute power play and a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes to start the game. So it really wasn't bad.
Connor, were you on the ice for this?
No, I was on the bench. But yeah, no, I don't think I've ever started a game with a 5-minute power play, so it was new to me for sure as well.
What were you thinking watching it all go down?
I've seen my fair share of fights and scrums and line brawls and stuff, but no, that one was crazy. Shane wasn't even looking at him. The kid just threw his gloves off and jumped on top of him, and it was a frenzy from there. Wish we could have scored on the power plays, but yeah, no, we'll get that figured out.
Shane, what caused you to fight with their captain?
It was just going through the game. Like, he finished a hit on me, and then gave me like a cross check or a whack after, and he hit our captain the next play, and yeah, I just kind of jumped in there. It was just in the heat of the moment, and yeah, we both were going at it, and then I kind of like slammed his head into the ice, and he didn't really like that, so that's why they decided to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the spark, right? Yeah. While we're on the topic, Connor, what is your view on fighting in hockey? Because I know a lot of leagues are trying to phase it out, and some have.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's good for the game. I think it's part of the game. I think it keeps guys in check, and it sort of polices itself. There's a lot of guys that want to go out and take runs at people and, do stupid things, and I think there should be a consequence for that. And I think if you take fighting out of the game, then you're kind of allowing players like that to get away with stuff. But if that happens and then someone goes up to you and, punches you in the mouth, you're probably going to think twice about doing something next time. So I think it's good for the game, personally. But
Shane, do you agree with Connor?
I do agree. A couple leagues have taken it out, but I think the league that we play in will keep it in because it is part of hockey. You do got your enforcers on the team, which is good. So yeah, I think it should stay.
You guys started the season coming out like gangbusters. I think you were ranked second in the NAHL recently, like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Then you hit a skid. I think you've lost 6 of your last 9. Any reason for that, Shane, that you can see, or how do you turn it around?
It's just every team goes through this during the year. It's a long season. We play 60 games regular season, so every team goes through this. We're just trying to get over the hump and come closer as a team, and we'll figure it out. And once we do, we'll get back winning again.
Connor, what is Coach Skurlik's reaction to the recent skid? What's his message to the team?
I don't even know if it's as much as Skurlik as it is the team, but the team's kind of come together as a unit, and that's losing 6 of our last 9 is obviously not up to our standard. So I think for everybody, it was just kind of like a wake-up call. I mean, it is growing pains. It does happen every through the season and stuff. But I think with how good our team is, and I think we all know what we can achieve, that it's definitely not what we want as a group. So I think just taking it one day at a time and trying to get guys' mind off of things and back on the right track and just kind of refreshing is kind of our main goal right now.
When you were traded to the Nordiques, did you know anything about the team? Did you do your research? Did you know how good they were?
Yeah, definitely. And being in the league last year, you heard about teams from other divisions and what they were doing, and I knew Maine was a powerhouse. I knew they were really good in the East. They've been good in the East. They've had good track records, and it was exciting for me to come to a team like that, especially with seeing all the talent that was returning, coming back for this season. It was pretty exciting to get into.
And what's the experience been like for you so far?
It's been awesome. It's been everything I could have ever imagined. The team is unbelievable. I think the entire group clicked really well, really quickly, which is not super common, especially with guys being from all over. So that was awesome. Easy transition for sure. Hockey wise, it's hockey at the end of the day, so it wasn't too different from where I was, but no, it's a great group, and I'm excited to be here.
What are your impressions of the Colisee?
It's nice. It's a great rink, especially with all the history that's been there, and Muhammad Ali fighting there, and Sidney Crosby playing in the rink. It's pretty cool to see that and be lucky enough to play in it every day.
And Shane, you're part of the leadership group now, your second year in juniors, right?
A little bit, yes.
With the Nordiques. Can you tell us a little bit about how the returning players welcomed the newer players?
Definitely. At the start, we didn't really know because we didn't know how everyone was like. But we welcome them. We're a family here, so we love each other. We tease each other sometimes. A little bit of hazing, but nothing major. But yeah, we all welcome each other.
Yeah, I heard sometimes the new guys have to buy dinner on occasion.
On occasion, yeah, on occasion.
You got to pull your weight a little bit.
That's right. That's a good earn your keep.
Dress up a little bit. We had to do it, and we just expanding the culture.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean to dress up a little bit?
Okay, so once a year we go to dinner, and as a team, And the new guys, they have to dress up like females.
Okay.
To the dinner, and then they have to. We kind of run up the bill a little bit, and they have to pay for it. That's every team does that. That's just how it is. We had to do it.
Yeah. Is this makeup and everything, or just clothes?
I think just clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Connor's like, thank God. It's not makeup.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this weekend coming up. You guys are headed to New Jersey,
Yes.
right? Take on the Titans. What are you looking to do to get back on track, Shane?
Well, New Jersey's a good team, and we beat them twice earlier in the season, and we're just trying to flip the script and get back on a winning streak and expand our lead. That's all it is.
Connor, how do you like the bus rides? You've been traveling extensively since you were in your early teens, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing primarily by bus.
Yeah, you get used to it, definitely.
Yeah.
You definitely do. No, being up here, there's a lot of longer bus trips, but I honestly don't mind the long bus trips. I think it's fun for me just to be stuck on a bus with the guys for 12 hours. Like, I know it doesn't sound great, but I mean, that's why you're here all season, is here for these guys and playing with them. So we try to make it as entertaining and as fun as we can. But no, the travel is definitely, that part definitely gets old for sure.
How do you make it entertaining? Like 12 hours on a bus seems agonizing to a lot of people.
Yeah. There's usually a lot of conversations flying. Sometimes there's music being played. Sometimes we're playing cards, just watching movies, kind of whatever we can do to kind of push the time along. But we got a pretty active group, so it makes it pretty easy to find something to do on the bus.
Who's the most entertaining guy on the bus?
I mean, he might not like me saying this, but I think Koz is pretty. He's pretty active. Shane, he likes to. He's usually got his music going, so he likes to sing a little bit. But no, he makes it funny.
No denials over here.
No, very true. We sit like kind of next to each other, so yeah, he definitely sees all that. Here's everything.
Yeah.
So
What kind of music?
just anything,
Anything.
country, rap, pop. That's
Whatever's on, you're into it,
Exactly.
right?
He's got a wide variety for sure.
Wide variety.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Connor. If you had to show a scout one game from your entire hockey career, what would it be and why?
I don't know. Nothing's really jumping out at me. I wouldn't really say I'm a flashy player. I think I'm more just solid. So I wouldn't say I've had a game where I've just been, absolutely incredible and perfect in all aspects. I think there's a lot of room for improvement, especially in my game. But maybe a game I played my rookie year, I had a couple goals and I think an assist or two, and that was pretty good for me at the time. So
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with that one. But,
All right.
but yeah.
Shane?
I would probably say last year or even this year, one game against Maryland, or we played Rochester too a bunch last year. Just one game, in the playoffs against them, just winning. I know one of the games I was doing really good, had a couple points, and we won in a playoff game. So that was pretty cool.
Winning a playoff game. It's going to be awesome, right? Let's talk a little bit about the personality of this team. Shane, I think you'd have a better idea being a second-year player. Is there a different feeling on this team than there was last year?
I would say so, yeah, because we had I was just a rookie last year, but this year we have a lot of new guys, a lot of younger guys. I feel like last year's team we had a lot of older guys that aged out, and this year we do have a couple more younger guys, which is they're still growing, still learning about the league and how to play and stuff. So we're helping them with that. But yeah, it is a little bit different.
Still winning is the bottom line, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think at this level in junior hockey, is it all about winning, or is it all about development, or is it a mixture of both?
I would say a mixture of both, because everyone plays in juniors to eventually go to college, so you got to develop in that. And then also I remember playing midget hockey, 16U, 18U. A junior win is so much more bigger than a win in grown ups.
Connor would.
Yeah, no, I'm with him. Like you said, we're trying to develop and make the most out of our time here. But yeah, like he said, it's hard to win games in this league at this level, and with how competitive everyone in the league is, and how hard and tough games can be. So I think anytime you can win, it's usually a pretty good feeling. So
Yeah. I've been following the team and interviewing players for, I think, the last 3 years. And it seems to me like your main rival changes by year. Early on, it was the Northeast Generals because of the proximity. And then Maryland. I don't think you like each other very much.
No.
And New Hampshire, I mean, an expansion team last year, even closer than the Northeast Generals. Are there any teams in the league right now that you just can't stand, or you circle on the calendar?
Well, definitely the Northeast Generals. They're up there.
Yeah, especially after this past weekend, right?
Right. Last year, us and Rochester that was a rivalry. We played each other like 10 times during the season, but we haven't played them yet. But I'm sure it'll be a rivalry.
Thank you for mentioning that, because my usual co-host here, Sarah, who sang the anthem at your games a few times, she's becoming a huge hockey fan herself, and it was one of the games you guys played, Rochester at home, and she was texting me during the game, this is ugly. She's like, she didn't really care for their style of play.
Yeah, we had a lot of fights with them, a couple line brawls with them last year, so yeah, we definitely don't like each other.
Do you think, Shane, the next time that you face off against the Northeast Generals, there will be any retaliation or bad blood from what happened this past weekend?
Definitely, I would say from the team, but there'll definitely be a couple fights. But we're looking to secure the win against them.
Yeah. We try to encourage fans in this area and people who have never seen the Nordiques to head to the Colisee and support you guys. Connor, what would you say to a hockey fan who's not sure of whether or not they want to go see the Nordiques?
I'd say give it a try. I mean, why not? It's an awesome experience. It's a great environment. The fans are getting into it, which makes it easier for us to play. And, it just makes it better as a fan experience as well when the whole crowd's into it and it's not just, it's dead in the rink. Lucky enough, we're not really having that problem. So I'd just say give it a try. I mean, you have nothing to lose. Just come for a game. I guarantee you're going to have a great time. It's a pretty fun sport to watch, and definitely with our crowd, it's great to be a part of.
It's great hockey. You guys put on a great show, and a lot of people, a lot of first-timers, they're like, yeah, I already got my tickets for next game. This is a hockey city. Lewiston, Auburn is a hockey area, and people just love it. And I'm wondering, Shane, if you get that sense since you've been in Maine.
Yes, I definitely see, we have regulars that come to our game every game, and I love them, which is good. And there are some new faces I see, which is good also. So, yeah, try to come to a game, and, we hope you have a good time.
And I know you guys are heavily involved in the community as well, as far as like going to schools and interacting with the kids and giving out tickets. Can you talk a little bit about that and what it means to you? You have your career trajectory. This is one of the stops you're going to make in your hockey career. But do you, Shane, feel like a part of this community?
I do. I've been here for the past 3 years, so I know the area pretty well, Lewiston, Auburn. Yeah, I just love it. I love the community. Me and Connor, we went to kindergarten school like 2 weeks ago, I'd say, and we stayed there for a couple hours with some of our teammates, and it was really fun. Yeah, we have players at our school this morning.
That's great.
Yeah, we love giving back to the community, going places. A lot of fun.
Connor, what has the experience been like for you when you go see these little kids and they're just looking up to you like you're superstars?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely pretty cool. You never really thought you were going to be, anything crazy for these kids to look up to or anything like that. But anytime you can go and meet the kids and just hang out with them and just share an experience with them, I think it's good for everybody. But no, I mean, it's been so easy to jump into the community and help out. It's been an easy transition for me, and the least I can do is, give back a little bit. So
you feel welcomed here.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. I photograph a lot of your games, and I've said this before, but I'll never tire of saying it, that when you guys come off the ice for warm-ups and you have a line of kids, just guiding you to the dressing room.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they just want a fist bump. That can change a kid. That can make them a fan for life. Mm-hmm. And then they take a quick look at your number and like, that's my buddy. He just gave me a fist bump, and
Yep.
he's cheering for you the whole game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Winter is on the way, and if you're looking to get your vehicle, home, or health ready for all that Mother Nature has to offer, look no further than Uncle Andy's Digest. You'll find plenty of local businesses that take pride in providing great service at affordable prices. Holiday gift ideas? Yep, we have that too. It's all in the November issue of Uncle Andy's Digest, along with jokes, funny stories, shout-outs, an events calendar, and a whole lot more. Uncle Andy's Digest, your guide to, well, just about anything. Visit uncleandys.com.
What I'd like to do now is move into our segment called 3 Random Questions. I'm going to ask you guys 3 questions that have absolutely nothing to do with hockey. So we'll get to know you a little bit off of the ice.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with Shane. What was your favorite childhood toy?
I didn't really have that many toys. Never was a Lego guy. I would say I had this when I was little. I had this stuffed animal, and he was a turtle. So I'd probably have to say him.
What was his name?
His name was Turtle.
Oh, okay. Very literal. I like it. Yeah. Connor?
I was pretty big into like Thomas the Train when I was younger. So I'd got like this big like mat thing almost, and then my parents got me like a couple like Thomas the Train, like different characters and stuff. So I was doing that for a little while when I was younger. I was, like Kaz said, I was never really big into Legos, so I was pretty I kind of just had that for a little bit, and then kind of moved into some other stuff when I got older. But no, it was a good time. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it was all hockey after that, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
We'll start with Connor on this one. If you could be a guest star on any television show or movie, what would it be?
Man, that's tough.
Are you a superhero guy? Do you like the superhero movies?
I was never like massive into it.
Yeah.
I'd give them a watch from time to time if they were on, but never like huge into it. I don't really watch a lot of shows, but movies.
There are just so many.
I know, there's so many.
And I'm sure you guys have heard this before from people my age. I'm in my mid-50s, but when I was growing up, we had 3 television channels.
That's crazy.
That's it.
That was it.
Wow.
And now it's like there's
whatever
hundreds,
you
maybe
want.
thousands. Yeah, so it's tough.
No, I'll just go with Miracle. We'll say if I could just be part of that, I think that'd be pretty cool. It's a pretty awesome experience, a pretty cool situation. So I'd go with that.
Yeah.
I'd go with that.
Shane?
I'm gonna go like not talking about like hockey here. I'm gonna go. I really like Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen it a couple times, and just to love the movies, just to be in that with my own like superpower. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So.
All right. What would your superpower be?
That's a tough one. Now he's stumped.
That's a lot. I'm stumped. I don't know. I've seen a lot of movies like that. So I'd say definitely like if I could go invisible, I feel like that'd be really cool.
Yeah. I would agree. That'd be a good one.
That would be.
All right, Shane, I think we're starting with you for this one. What is your favorite non-hockey related activity?
I golf a lot in the summer, so I'd probably say that. A lot of hockey players golf, so go with friends. It's easy.
All right, Connor?
Yeah, I know. It's definitely golf. I try to go as much as I can in the summer. We don't really get much time during the season, but it's awesome. It's so fun.
Plus, it's Maine, so there's not a whole lot of courses open.
Right. No, it's frustrating, but no, it's a great time.
Yeah. I used to play a little bit, and like you said, it is frustrating. And I found the way to enjoy golf is to just admit to yourself that you suck.
Oh, 100%.
That's what worked
low
for
expectations.
Me. Yeah, low expectations. Yes, I am going to spend half my day in the woods.
Yes.
I accept that.
Yeah, you got to be okay with it. And
I'm going to go through a couple of sleeves of balls. Yes, that's going to happen.
It's humbling for sure. It's definitely humbling.
You mentioned Miracle, Connor. Do you consider that to be the best hockey movie ever made?
To me, I'd say it is. I just love everything about it. I think it was just such a cool thing for a team full of college kids who weren't really expected to do a whole lot against the best team in the world, they were saying. So, no, I love that movie. I've seen it too many times, but I thought it was awesome.
Shane, best hockey movie of all time?
Miracle's up there. One of my favorites growing up was Slapshot, so that was a good one. Definitely a good one. I've seen a couple others, but I don't think they're that as good.
Yeah. I love seeing guys your age appreciate Slapshot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Slapshot's awesome.
It's one of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best ever. All right, now it's time for scouting reports. Let's pretend I own a hockey team. Shane, you are my star forward, and I need to find you a line mate.
Okay.
And I'm taking a good hard look at this Connor kid. What can you tell me about him?
He's a great guy off the ice. He's just a teammate. He's a solid guy. He just does the little things right. And I think as a teammate, as a team player, as a coach, that's so important to have him on your team. So yeah, he's all over. He can do everything. Hit, fight, score. Make good passes, get assists, everything.
Total package.
Total package.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you mentioned off the ice. He's a good guy.
Good guy, good teammate. Yes, does a lot for other people. The community, just that stuff. So yeah. Really good guy.
All right, Connor, same deal. Taking a good look at Shane, and I know you've played with him before. What can you tell me?
Now, starting off the ice, again, great guy, great roommate, super funny, keeps everything light, never takes things too serious, which is good. So yeah, I'd just say those things off the ice. You can't really beat him as a person. He's unbelievable. And then we've all seen his skill on the ice. He's extremely skilled, tons of talent, super fast, great skater. Like, he makes plays every weekend where it's like, how did he do that? Like, it just doesn't make much sense. And it showed with his production this year and his ability to help us win every night. So I would just say, if you want a high character guy with unbelievable set of skills, who's going to score goals for you and make plays and do everything he can to help the team win, and I think he's definitely someone you should go after.
All right. Looks like I'm signing the both of you. I can't argue with that. All right, guys. Final question. And Shane, I'm not sure if I asked you this last year or not, but a lot of players, some of them have a hard time with it. Some don't. Shane, we'll start with you. Would you rather have a 12-year NHL career where you are a perennial All-Star and Hall of Famer, but never win a cup? Or would you rather play as a fourth-line forward for 5 years and win a cup?
You did ask me this last year. I would say, I said it last year, and I'm sticking with it. I'd rather play in the NHL for 5 years and then win a cup. Yeah. You're still in the the National Hockey League, and that's huge. So yeah, probably second option.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to stray away from that. I think the whole point people play hockey is they want to win. I think winning a Stanley Cup's the hardest trophy to win in any sport. Yep. So anytime you can, do that, it's such an incredible feat. So if that means I'm taking fourth line minutes all year, I'll gladly do that and put a smile on my face and have my name on the cup. So
both you guys are after the ultimate goal.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. It doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes they disagree.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But
yeah, you guys are on the same page.
Yeah.
Well, great stuff. I hope you guys had fun. Best of luck this weekend in New Jersey. Let's get back on track, get a 4-point weekend. And when are you back home? Like in 2 weeks?
Yes. I believe the end of November is our...
That's right. I think, it's the weekend after Thanksgiving.
I believe so,
right?
Yes.
And folks, you can go to LydiaMediaLLC.com and enter to win tickets for that game as well. So you can go cheer on the Nords on us. Shane Kozlina, Connor McNaughton, thanks so much for your time today. Again, best of luck this weekend and throughout the rest of the season.
Of course. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Thanks to our sponsors, Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and UPI Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@LydiaMediaLLC.com. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you tomorrow. We have Elaine St. Pierre from Simply Organized Spaces. Take care.